Hi everyone, my name is Simon Mishevich from Optimise Accountants. I haven't done this video for a while, so we're going to be talking about UK house prices and how has it increased in July 2024. So here it says this is for July 2024, the ONS report. Always a bit of a lag, unfortunately. So UK house prices increased by 2.2% to £285,000. I'm sure my last report I did, maybe February, March, maybe February actually, the house price was 281,000. So what happened there? No 35% decrease, no? Someone help me out with that. Apparently it was meant to happen September last year, then it was meant to be summer. Yeah, none of it's really happened, has it? And yeah, there'll be people saying on this channel, let's have some fun, shall we? Rather than be so dramatic about people's opinions. But there have been people saying that 35% price rise. I did see someone YouTuber saying, oh, I didn't say when it's going to go down. Okay. So I'm going to predict throwing a ball in the air and not tell you when it's happening. What's the point? Anyway, so house prices have increased by 2.2% to 285,000. House prices in England, which is higher than I've seen this, at £302,000, 2.2% increase in the year. Which is quite substantial. If you look at this graph, this is an interesting one because it does show house prices from June 2022, and this is the percentage increase. It's not the absolute value, so it's easy to look at that decline and say, haha, we told you so, the house price has gone down. No, that's not what this is saying. There's a line there at the 0% level. Now, I'm not sure if I can get this to work, but let's give it a go anyway. So if I just do laser pointer, there we go. There's the 0% level. So it's only in these months here that house prices have gone down. So it's not this line here. This is the line that's gone down below 0%. So decreasing value, just this line. Even this price here is a 2% increase year on year. So really, we're not looking at that. This is the bit that we're looking at instead of decrease. But look what's happened recently. House prices have gone back up again. So this is a bounce up. Interesting, whether it's sustainable, I'm not sure. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not here saying that house prices are going to be this or it's going to be that, by the way. I'm just saying what it is currently. I am no guru. I am no genius. I'm just reporting. And isn't it interesting? I think that's always a good phrase to use. Isn't it interesting? Just to see where we are in terms of these numbers. So again, looking at percentages, not absolute values here, of course, we're not talking about that. But in terms of percentages, we can see, just using my pen again, laser printer maybe, here's the 0% level, and we could definitely see property prices falling across the board, whether it's England, Wales, Northern Ireland escapes it altogether. And I was saying a long time ago, if you're not investing in Northern Ireland, why not? Because that's a hotbed right now. Not just because of house prices, because of rentals as well. I don't know what's happening over there. I'm no expert at all. So please, if you're investing in Northern Ireland, please do tell me what's going on. And maybe let's do a YouTube video together, because this is a really good, interesting market to be investing in right now. We can see this blue line, Scotland, also really doing well. It's not decreasing as much as England and Wales is, for sure. Again, you may differ from that, from your local experience and knowledge. Please do share that with me and the rest of the audience. So this is the house price reports. And I tend to use the nationwide Halifax and ONS, because before I use the ONS and people say, well, it's not got this data, or it's not taken that into account, or it's blah, 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 blah. So then I introduced nationwide, and then people say, well, that's not right because of this, that, that. So I've used nationwide, Halifax and ONS. I'm sure there'll be people out there saying, well, all of them are rubbish. There's no good. My mate down the pub down the road, he tells me it's this, therefore he's right. Or I follow this YouTuber and they say this. Yeah, all right. Just keep your opinion to yourself, because ultimately, if you have more credible information, please share it. Every time I ask someone who says, oh, this is all meaningless rubbish, then I ask them for some reports to say, well, what do you use? Please, I'll introduce this to my videos. Stone silence. Why? Because they know for a while they haven't got anything to back up their theories. So, calm down. Nationwide, Halifax, ONS. let's look at May, and then we'll look at June as well, because the ONS is behind, of course. But if we look at May, we look at not just the absolute values, because obviously they differ slightly because of the Halifax and Nationwide have their own products. They sell mortgages, so they're looking at their own house prices for their areas only. The ONS is a bit more kind of national, if you like, but it is comparable. So if we look at the May data here, we can see that the annual prices, the annual there is 2.2% in ONS, 1.5% increase according to Halifax, and 1.3% according to Nationwide. There is no decrease across any of those three reports. Again, if you're going to say, but that doesn't take into this account, please just share your resources, and I'll be more than happy to update these reports going forwards. But let me know what references you're using. On the monthly basis, I think this is really interesting. If you look at June especially, we can see Halifax is now saying it's down 0.2% on the month, but still 1.6% higher than a year ago. So really, I can't see how house prices are dropping significantly. I am worried that house prices are going up still, because we're talking about affordability. How on earth are they going up when there's pressure on the economy? And we'll come on to that shortly. Regional house prices, again, here's your percentage change. So 2.2% increase in the UK annually. Northern Ireland 4%, amazing place, for investments. Scotland 2.5 and Wales 2.4. So England, come on, what's going on? Dragging it all down. Okay, so where could we have issues? The next two slides will be interesting to see if there's going to be problems with the UK housing market. And there is good reason to say that house prices may still come down. Again, I'm not sure how much it could affect it, by the way. I just know that there are other factors other than what we've been sharing to date. Mortgage arrears are up, and not just up in terms of home mortgages, but for buy-to-let as well. So if the more mortgage arrears keeps on, there is going to be a greater number of repossessions. The number of repossessions means that the house being disposed of, I guess, will be less than potentially its market value, dragging down the overall markets. So we do need to bear in mind that if mortgage arrears increases, that is going to have an effect on house prices. So other key financial indicators to think about here: inflation. Inflation has dropped from April 2024 from 3% to 2.8%. And on the last time I did this report, the inflation number was 3.8%. Now this 2.8% is not too far away now from the 2% that they had. And the inflationary target, will it be continue to be 2%, or will they be happy with 3%? I'm not sure right now in terms of where the Labour Party will go. But what I do know is that inflation is coming down. Bank of England rate, 5.25%, not changed. But could that be changed or decreased because of the inflation numbers? Probably. Unemployment, 4.2%. Now this is another indicator to say that house prices could indeed go down. Why? If unemployment goes up, mortgage rates will also go up. If that happens, it's going to be pressure on house prices because people will be getting rid of houses and accepting significantly discounted prices just in order to live, pay their mortgages off, or get the heck out of there so they can go into rented accommodation. So unemployment at 4.2%. I said previously that if this goes to 5%, then we may have to start thinking about how the economy could be in a dire situation. That's heading in the it's heading in the wrong direction, of course. 4.2% is not good. Moving to 5% is not good either. But if it moves 5%, there will be pressure on mortgages, on just in terms of living, and the financial pressure that brings means that people will accept lower prices for their properties in order to pay off debts. So where are we headed for the future? I still don't know. I'm just reporting what I see. But please do share with me your thoughts on this report, and indeed where you think property prices might be in the future.